Hey everybody, welcome!
Quarantine cooking with every calorie.
That's me! Hey everybody, welcome! Let me adjust myself here. Hey everyone! Welcome to this episode. I think this one's going to be pretty popular because it's one of my favorite things to eat. And I think it's one of yours too. Hi everybody. I just first off want to say thank you to my good friend George Torado, who doctored me up this cute little logo. I love her so much. I think she's so cute. And I'm gonna work on getting my little jingle recorded too. So if anybody has any ideas, give me a message and we can figure that out too. That would be fun. Thought I saw a dog. Today, we are going to be making my very easy, very sought after rosemary crack almonds, AKA Norma's Nuts, which is a nickname that they got during Sunset Boulevard because I gave them to our incomparable star, Valerie Perry, whose character, his name is Norma, and she also was a little bit nuts, so just kind of stuck with it. Hi everybody. I do. Hi Kathy. Hi Mike. Yes, I do have a theme song, of course. I actually had just come up with it about 5 minutes before I went live my very first time. So this is my second episode. I'm calling it a mini-sode because it is going to be super quick, super easy. And if anybody has any questions afterwards, feel free to message me and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so super easy, kind of a, I would say, semi-homemade sort of recipe because you get these almonds that are already roasted and salted. This is the brand I like. I have tried using the less expensive brands, like the off brands, and they just aren't the same. It's the type of salt that they use and probably whatever they cook them in, and they're just perfectly roasted already. So these are going to be double roasted. So we have my favorite pan. It's like a deep saucepan, but you can use whatever you have at home. And you take these, you turn your pan on to medium-low heat. We're gonna be cranking it up in a second. So, super easy, literally 4 ingredients technically, but really only 2. We're gonna be using these roasted salted almonds. We are going to dump the whole bag into the pan. Now, this is your warning. The only thing that can really go wrong in this recipe is burning your nuts. Nobody wants a burnt nut. So just as long as you keep them moving and you don't forget about them, that's the key. So I'm gonna dump these into my pan. It's warming up. It's a medium-low heat. We're gonna be dumping this whole bag in, and then I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Better olive oil works. So I usually have 2 different olive oils, one that I use to like cook my stuff in and one that I use for like dressings and sauces. You wanna use your better olive oil for this. And you're just gonna lightly cover the almonds. So just usually about a tablespoon works. If you're gonna use 2 bags, you might need to eyeball it. But you put a little bit in, then you mix it up so that the olives are coated. You don't want a lot of extra oil on the bottom. And you're gonna hear me shaking the pan a lot. There you go. So they are in there. And I'm just gonna be adding a little bit of olive oil. This is not the greatest of olive oils. Yeah, I only used about, maybe even I'm gonna start off with a teaspoon. Sorry, it's a little loud. I'm gonna start with just a teaspoon and just see how that does with my coating. And I am using this wooden spatula because I like, you know, it's kind of old school. It works, and I like the flat bottom and it doesn't scratch your pan. Yeah, just about a teaspoon. As you can see, they're just nice and shiny. They're all coated, and there's not any excess oil because you don't want really oily almonds in there. So as those are going, you're gonna start smelling them. They're gonna have a really nice aroma. Like regular almonds, when they're not warm, they really don't smell like anything, but when you add a little heat to them with the olive oil, they start getting this really warm, rich, nutty aroma, and they're so delicious. So I promised you 4 ingredients. The ones you have to really get from the store are these almonds, which I put in already. And also we're gonna use crushed, dried, organic rosemary. So I like using organic because I feel better about it. And I like to tell myself it's gonna taste a little better too. But if anyone's had my nuts, I'm always using organic rosemary. And see, I'm constantly moving these little guys around because I don't want the ones on the bottom getting burnt. If you want to cook a big old batch, which if anyone has been in a show with me before, you've probably seen my big tub of these almonds that I make. I only cook about 1.5 bags at a time. Now, the reason why I do that isn't because I want to create more work for myself. I'm turning the heat down to low just because I can smell them. They're getting nice and roasted. The reason why I do that is because I want them to cook really evenly. And if I put way too much in, usually the ones on the bottom get a little extra love and the ones on the top are just, you know, kind of raw. You end up with burning. Oh, these smell so good. Okay, so second ingredient I'm gonna do is this organic crushed dried rosemary. This is the brand I use. You can use whatever you want. If you don't have organic, that's okay too. I won't judge you. And we're gonna put about a tablespoon. Now I'm a big cheerleader for people adding as they like. So this is how I make it. If you like more rosemary, awesome. If you like less rosemary, that's fine too. Oh my God, these smell so good. So the reason why we're putting the rosemary kind of towards the end is because it is dried, it can tend to burn. And if you could see, I'll show you. All of the nuts are coated in the rosemary, and now it smells like holiday in the best way, like a warm Thanksgiving meal. These are getting nice and roasted, and I've had it at a medium-low to low heat this entire time. You want to keep the nuts moving around, one, so they don't burn, and two, so everybody gets cooked nice and easily. Hi, everybody. And I am doing this live, but if anybody has any questions, let me know. This is like the easiest recipe in the world. And I tell everybody that. They're like, these are so great, I need the recipe. And I'm like, really? It's like 2 things. Nuts, rosemary, and olive oil. And then we're gonna throw a little bit of extra salt in because I like the coarse Morton, what is it called? Kosher salt. So this is what I use for all my salted needs. I love this stuff. Has a nice texture to it. Okay, we're moving these nuts around. So I started, let's see, probably started at like 2:03 cooking these guys. Probably total cooking time of maybe 6 to 7 minutes, depending on how much you have in the pan. I know, it smells so good. The nuts smell super warm, fragrant. How do you smell warm? I don't know. Also, you want to listen to, when I'm cooking bigger batches, I can almost hear them like, I don't want to say hissing, but you can kind of hear the roasting happening. So you want to make sure you're not overly roasting them, because that's always a sad day. When I make those big batches, I usually use 5 to 6 bags just for reference. And, oh my gosh. So we're gonna let this go just for a little bit. These are great snack to have in your car. They're great to bring to parties. People love them. Put them on your like cheese board. They're so, so good. Because they have that like yummy, savory flavor. I've never made them with other herbs, but I can imagine you could probably do like a thyme version. Not like thyme, but like thyme, T-H-Y-M-E, thyme, which is really yummy. But I love putting these with like, you know, your charcuterie boards. Hi, Katy. So if you are just tuning in, we are making my super easy, super simple, semi-homemade rosemary crack almonds. And I call them that because that's what everyone says that they are. And also AKA Norma's nuts from Norma Desmond of Sunset Boulevard. I'm gonna have to tag Valerie in this because I gave her a big jar and she just loved them. So now she can make them at home, and so can you. So I am just, these are turning a little bit darker than what they started as. I don't know if y'all can see that. And I'm also just gonna add a little bit of salt at the end and toss them. And then we will put them in a vessel and show you how they look. Hi, everybody. Hey, Janet, you could watch the playback if you've missed anything. And this is like the super simplest simplest recipe ever. I don't even want to call it a recipe because it's super semi-homemade. We used these almonds. Somebody did message me earlier and said they only had raw almonds. I've never made them with raw almonds, but I'm certain you could probably just roast them once with maybe some salt, let them cool down, and then roast them again, because that's exactly what's happening here. I am double roasting these nuts, and it adds a really nice texture when you bite into them. It's like they're like extra snappy. If anyone's had them before, comment, let me know how you like them when you did have them, because we're making them, and now you can make them at home. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take you off and show you what these look like a little closer. All right, we are gonna flip you around. So this is what they're looking like. Again, the really only scary part is if you forget about these and they start getting burned, make sure you get those little corner pieces. Not corner, because it's a circle. Duh. But make sure you're moving them around, because if somebody gets forgotten and gets a little too much heat, they could burn very easily and very quick. So you can either be fancy and do a little toss, woo, or just use your spatula, whatever you have, to keep them moving. It smells incredible in here, and I know these are gonna taste great too. Thank you, Nicole says that my nuts are by far the best she's ever tasted. And now there you can see how easy they are to make. I'm gonna turn my heat off. Now I could see like, there's one over here. Oh, do you see the smoke? I love that. So you start seeing a little bit of smoke. I'm gonna stop moving around so you can see that. That's when you know they have had their fill of heat and they are done. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is move them over to a burner where there is no heat so that I don't totally continue cooking. And we are going to add our salt. So this is kosher coarse salt. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more. These come salted already, but I do feel like when they're cooking, that outer salt kind of gets seeped into it. So I like to add a little bit of more salt because I love salt. If you don't like so much salt, that's fine, you could add less. I'm gonna flip you around again. Hi everybody. I am very tech challenged, so bear with me. Hi everybody. So we have just finished the roasted crack almonds. These are with dried rosemary, if you didn't tune in. Now, I love to package these as little gifts, both individually and also sometimes I'll send them back. If there's a cast, I have a lot of friends and I'll send in a big batch with like a little scoop and some bags so people could take home. And everyone has said, yay, thank you. Everyone has said that they like to keep them in their car or in their gym bag or backstage with them. Pop a couple, they're so, so good. Full of protein. This is obviously gluten-free. This is vegan, so please all your friends, only people that can't have it is if you're allergic to almonds or rosemary. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is this is how I like to package them. If anyone's received these as a gift, you've probably recognized these little mason jars. I buy a whole pallet of these off of Amazon, and I always have them handy in case I'm going to see a friend or want to cheer somebody up with a bottle of wine and a jar of nuts. So I'm just gonna use my little scoop. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Here we go. Hey guys. All right, little scoop, I'm gonna fill her up. Just to the top. Smells so good. And just for decoration, because I love when you open it up and you can see what you're getting, I put a little extra salt. You don't have to do that. I'm being a little extra right now. So this is what they're gonna look like, and I have my little lids. These jars are great too because people can reuse them. I also have the ones that have the handle, and I think they're like 16 ounces. So people could use those afterwards for like their drinks or whatever. Here is the finished product. And if you're going to a party, you can get a cute little dish like this. This is one of those milk glass ones I got from a thrift store. And they just look really nice. If you have fresh rosemary, you could throw a sprig of that on top just for decoration purposes. You're bringing them as your thing to a party. Look how nice that looks. So pretty. So you can just put them on your little cheese board with your meats, your charcuterie next to the wine. And that's it. So everyone that has been going crazy over these nuts, I'm so glad I see everybody is so happy that I'm making these, because these are incredible and everyone craves them and they're so easy to make. So again, these are rosemary double roasted, aka crack nuts, aka Norma's nuts. I hope everyone can make them. If you have any questions, let me know. A couple of things. I'm gonna be posting a poll on what I should make next Wednesday. And I also might do another mini-sode maybe tomorrow. Because I wanna cook these spaghetti squashes that were featured in my first episode and show you how these are super easy too. So it's gonna be a little mini-sode on how I cook these up and prepare them very simply with just olive oil, Parmesan cheese, maybe a little garlic salt. But these are awesome too. And I have a couple of those that I'm gonna roast up. So check out my next mini-sode is gonna be spaghetti squash, I'm thinking. And then I'm gonna make a poll. I'm either going to make a frittata or a chicken piccata with some either prosciutto or bacon wrapped asparagus. That is going to be my next venture. So if anybody wants to see one or the other, let me know. I'll end up making both dishes eventually anyway. So let me know what you think. Yes! And thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone can enjoy their own rosemary crack almonds at home. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, let me know what you want. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you want me to cook for you. I generally focus on really low carb, high protein, lots of veggies. So in that realm, let me know and I can help you and we can cook together. Thank you so much for turning into, okay, this is so ghetto, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I made a little recording of my jingle because it's been stuck in everyone's head, so I've heard. But I'm gonna get some music up on this. What do you think? Here we go. So stupid.
Quarantine cooking with Erica Marie.
That's me! Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.